All right, folks, very quick tutorial for you on how to export files that you can upload to YouTube. So step one is to set up your own Vimeo or YouTube account. It's very easy to do. We're not even going to go into that. And I really don't care which one you use. YouTube, the downside is that you get the ads on there. And the downside to Vimeo is that you're limited on how much you can upload each week, I think it is. So personally, I use YouTube. You use whatever you want to use. Once you've got your video created, it's important that you either click inside the timeline window or click inside the composition window. One or the other has to be selected. And you're going to go File, Export, Add to Media Encoder Queue. And when you do that, expect that it's going to take a while because the software has to load and the project then has to load into Adobe Media Encoder. And eventually it will load and you should see your project listed out. Now I want you to do three things once you get it in there. First thing I want you to do is to click on the drop down underneath the word Format and choose HEVC, H.265. Up until recently, we used H.264, but HEVC is much more efficient. So I think you're going to find that your files look better and are smaller. HEVC supposedly is half the size of H.264. So yeah, HEVC. We're going to go to Preset now. And under Preset, I want you to choose HD 1080. Couple of items of note here. Look at this. You can go all the way up to 8K if you want to. Well, we've got a 1080p timeline, so let's stick with HD. And finally, you're going to click on the output file name and make sure that you're putting it someplace that makes sense to you and that you'll remember. So it might be best to either put it on the desktop, or if you're doing this at school, I suggest that you put it on your own flash drive, or better yet, put it in cloud storage. I use Google Drive and Dropbox personally, so use what you use. You're going to click the Save button. And that is really it. You're going to click the arrow right here to start the queue, and in a few seconds, your file will render. And once your file is rendered, you're going to see a check mark up here. Okay. Now it's very important, once you render the file, you need to test it. Go look at the file wherever you saved it and test it. Then you're going to upload it to your Vimeo or YouTube account, and you're going to test it again. And if everything is good, you're simply going to copy the link to the file and paste in the discussion so that I can grade it and the rest of the class can see it. All right, good luck, have fun. Let me know if you have any questions.